Also really just good at being awesome, can we say?
Why don't we just talk about
We should
what
all
she is
She did such an, I'm so glad she was there at the orphanage with us today. Translating and just being awesome and everything. But she had the idea of maybe starting this out, we're all familiar with the rose and thorn idea. What was the best thing that you experienced there today, and maybe what was a thorn, what made you sad, what brought up the more negative spectrum of emotions, just kind of like the rose and the thorn of the situation. That way it's just kind of like a simple format for everybody to share. Maybe we go around in a circle and try that. Does anybody want to be the starting point?
Oh, okay.
Lauren, what's up?
Well, sometimes there's this thing and it's called bud.
Yeah.
And that one is for what you look forward to. So maybe we can do one like what we look forward to, like maybe
Can we do all three?
Or yeah, can we do
Rose,
that?
thorn, and what we look forward to?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that third, if you
Optional third.
whichever of those three you feel is bringing something up for you, share it. It's just like a way to structure our thoughts and our emotions and what we experienced today, rather than just like, let me start at the beginning. So Lauren, it looks like you're ready to share. Maybe we'll just go around. Does that work for everybody? Okay. All right, Lauren, please.
So my rose would be just like see like all the kids, like they were just so happy to see us, and like when we came in and like this girl like immediately like took my hand, and it was just really cute, and I don't know, they were just like so like loving, and I don't know, it was just really nice to like see that. And the thorn would be like saying goodbye, and just like they just like it's just really sad, and it's just really sad. Yeah, I feel like we should do fundraising like that. Because I mean, like with the Zumbathon, we like earn so much money, and I mean, like especially here, that like goes a really long way. So I feel like that would be important, like not to forget what happened, but to like take that and like do something about it. Like maybe I'll adopt somebody.
Teen mom adoption.
That's a really true thing. I think about not the relationships not ending. It wasn't just a one-day thing. We'll carry on.
My rose was just how positive everyone was, like how sweet they are, despite like the things they've been through. Like the thorn to be like thinking about like how they went through so much. But my future thinking would be that we could like write letters to them.
Wait, that's a really good idea. Especially after we met them.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
My rose was probably like playing with them. I guess like I played league basketball and I want like to see something with them. They're really happy. The thorn was probably I don't know, like the little girl like was like burying the guinea pig. Like,
That was
Wait, I saw one.
Like I saw some kinky like dog with the ball and she was like crying.
Anything to look forward to?
Yeah, I guess like doing more fundraising or something.
John?
My rose was probably like the amount of energy that all the kids had and we all had, and like how much like they were excited for everything. And thorn would probably be burying the guinea pig.
That was a big thorn.
Yeah, kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I got you.
My rose was probably saying how happy they were when we gave them stuff. Just like how happy they were overall for us coming. Probably thorn was probably saying like seeing them cry or whatever.
My rose was one of the little girls like sitting inside and like tried to like teach me like this game, and like she was like trying to like speak English for me. It was really cute and sweet. It was like you had like bounce the ball and like pick up like the jack things. Yeah. It's just so sweet. She was like really understanding like when I didn't understand like how to play or whatever. And my thorn would probably be just like seeing how sad they were when we laughed. It was really sad. But I look forward to like maybe doing something like it again. Yeah. Even like not even in Peru.
Yeah, in our own community. Eva?
My rose would probably be how loving they were and how they accepted us like right away. And they're just like hugging and like really sweet. And thorn would be when we were leaving and they were like holding on to my hand and they're like asking if I was coming back tomorrow. Or just
I knew I couldn't say yes. And I'm just like,
In the future, I think we should make a trip that just focuses more on
Alright, mine was probably like overall, like especially like when we got there and they were saying like, you know, how excited the kids were because like they usually get visitors a lot this time of year and they're just so thrilled to see everybody and just like because I took so many pictures of, you know, the kids playing with everybody and they were just so excited. And definitely Thorn would have to be, I remember one of the little girls asked one of the students to be their mother. And I, you know, because you obviously have to say no and I just felt so bad for that.
So my rose was that like even though they're orphans, like when the lady was like talking about it, it seemed like they really cared about. They're trying to like. And she was like.
The people are so nice.
And he was like teaching them like self-worth too, like.
That was.
I almost cried when she said that.
So, yeah, and my thorn, I just that they're like orphans, I guess in general. Yeah.
Okay, I think my rose was this one little girl named Rosa. She was just really, she was really sweet, and she came up to me in the beginning and asked me if I wanted to play with her, and then I played with her the whole time with Katie and Mike and Carlina and another girl named Mary Lou, and we had a lot of fun. It was really fun for us too, and I really had fun with her, and so she was my rose. And I think my thorn was hearing that they came from abuse or being abandoned, which is just like really sad. And I think my bud for the future is that seeing that and seeing it like right there in front of us makes me really want to like in the future do more with that type of.
Okay, my rose was probably, we tried to teach them English, so we taught them how to say wicked cool. And then they taught us Spanish, and they were like, I asked them what their favorite word in Spanish was, and she said, "Cómo estás, amiga?" And it was just really cute. And then my thorn was probably just having to leave because I wanted to stay. And I like the writing letters I do.
Alright, I'm going to start with my thorn. My thorn is that the conditions in which they have to live in, the shoes and how little that they have individually, and knowing that their backgrounds and that they come from a really rough situation. My rose would be that despite everything, they're happy. You know, they have fun, they play, there's light in their eyes. So that was really nice to see that despite they're able to overcome a lot of these hardships, and I'm sure they'll have harder times in the future, but they're strong little girls. And my bud would be maybe reach out to a local community within our community, an orphanage in Boston, because there are a lot of kids. Kids are the #1 homeless individuals in the United States of America. They're all, you know, most of them are under the age of 18. So it'd be nice to try doing something for those.
I'd say my rose was just how happy and high energy they were, specifically this one little girl that was complimenting my sass when like we were doing this thing called Ola Ball, and we just wouldn't look at each other when we were passing the ball. I was just like, she was like, and my thorn would be that same girl saying adios hermano to me. Because, yeah, it was really, like she had like with a smile on her face, but it was just really, really sad. And just, you know, just seeing how, you know, these kids get firm connections with individuals just like that because they haven't had a very strong support system for, you know, a lot of their life. And I'd say my bud would be, I really liked Catherine's letter idea. I think sending letters would be really cool. I was hoping we could get Spanish. Yeah.
Well, I would say that my rose, it's a pretty big one. It really helped me decide what I want to do in the future and what I might want to go to school for. So like something working with kids and just helping people. I think that my thorn would probably be obviously having to say goodbye to them and just how people don't really understand what they're living with, and which goes along with my bud. I really want to bring this back to America, and I really want people to understand how other people are living in the world.
So I had like a dozen roses, but one of the most of them were already said. So like one of them was that we played with this girl, and we were just like passing it to each other, but then she started bouncing it super hard, and we were like, this girl's so strong. Like she was really strong for like a little girl, and so that was like really cool to see. Like, so we were like impressed by that. But then that was also how like they're teaching them to be strong like individuals and like to be strong as like women and things like that. And so that was like really important to me. I thought that was really cool, and like their main purpose is to do that, and I think that's like awesome. But then that's also like the thorn, I guess, because we were talking about this in the taxi, how like those girls get that sort of reinforcement of like learning to value yourself, but then there are probably so many others that don't get that, and so just like realizing, like thinking about all the other people that don't get that is sort of upsetting, I guess. But yeah.
Okay, the rose for me was probably when, like, these two little girls that I was playing with Grupa, they taught us a new game, and it was called Ladron y la Policía, like the thief and the cop, and you basically it was kind of like red light, green light. One person would like stand in the corner or whatever, and we'd like pass the ball, and once you stopped saying this little chant, whoever's holding the ball was like the next little draw. It was really fun, and how I was able to understand what they were saying and having a lot of fun. The thorn was probably hearing that the kids that were there were not all of them, that there were even more that were, well, it's kind of a good thing that they were on vacation with their extended family, but it was still like really sad how they didn't have like a real family. Yeah, and I also hope to bring this back to America. Write letters.
Okay, so my rose is kind of a thorn too, because like I was really excited about all the energy that they had and how quickly they wanted to make connections, but it also just shows like how desperately they want like connections, and they want someone there. So like the two people that we saw, like the two women, they seemed like so nice and so generous, but just thinking about how like they can't watch over every single person, like every single emotion that they have, and that's really like sad, you know. And sometimes like you think like in your family like you don't get enough attention or whatever, or like I know I think that sometimes I'm like my mom's not listening to me or whatever, but like that's not true. Like that's a totally different side. Wait, that was supposed to be my rose. But they all really had so much energy, and like the ability of them to be so trusting and to make connections so easily. But my real thorn was hearing that like brothers and sisters would sometimes like be separated, and how they had to live in different places. That's like, I know that they have to kind of do that, but that's really hard to imagine, like not living with your brother or sister. And bed would definitely be like the letter writing, or trying to raise more money, and definitely like bringing back and having more appreciation for like the lives that we have and stuff.
My thorn would probably be the same as Abby's. Like, my brother and I don't always get along, but it's nice to have him around, you know. And like we've definitely gotten closer. So it's just like them being separated, it's crazy. My rose, I think I had like 3. I really liked how like receptive they were, and then like the impact our visit made, like not just from our like monetary contributions and like the supplies and stuff, just like how happy they were just to see us and stuff. What else? Oh, these girls are like wicked smart. Like they were playing with us, but then after I took out my phone to take a picture, and she was like, "Can I take it?" And then she just like started using it, and she like knew how to do it already. And then they started playing Angry Birds, and she knew how to play without directions. And another thorn was probably like stepping in poop. A bud. Oh, there's one more, I had a good one. Oh, it's like realizing like how like, I don't know, things might suck in my life, but it's never going to be as bad as like what they've gone through. And I definitely want to have like a pen pal in the future.
Yeah.
Let's do it up.
Yeah.
Well, so many of these, I'm sure we're all hearing, like so many things we thought too and we all experienced, and it was amazing how they gave so much to us and made us feel so loved, like immediately. I mean, that was incredible. We've all been wanting to snuggle Peruvian children for days. I'd have to say for my rose though, just to see all of you with these kids, like being a role model, being a source of affection. It was really amazing. I thought, I knew that you guys would probably be better at it than I would, or, I knew it'd be like totally natural, but it was really amazing to see you guys just figuring out different games, like stepping up, not saying, okay, what am I supposed to do with these kids? No, you guys just went with it, and they were awesome, and you were awesome, and it was just really cool. The thorn, yeah, it is hard to, I was thinking a lot about also what Sam had said about how nice it was to hear that message of empowerment and self-worth. And it is hard to, I had the same thought, it's hard to know that many women, girls, humans don't get that. And it's just it's a good thing, and kind of the bud, just thinking about how we all have the power to teach others and show them, remind each other of our self-worth and how we should be treating each other and what we should accept, and how that's like a constant thing, but especially with more vulnerable groups like this. It was just an incredible experience. Yeah, do you want to go? Are you guys looking for?
Please,
no,
yes,
no.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, I was just gonna say, like all the pictures that we have, and like they were really into picture taking.
Yeah, little divas.
Yeah. But just like looking through the pictures, we were looking in the taxi, and legitimately every single person looks so happy. Like
yeah,
honestly,
my mouth hurt from
yeah.
cheesing. We were cheesing.
And it's just like that's really good to see that like they made us happy and we were able to make them happy, and it's like the pictures really reflect that. I don't know. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Wait, kind of the same thing that Abby said though. Like I don't know, it was just really cool because like everybody like like we all like were really sad, and like I could tell that we were all sad, but like at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna start crying. I don't usually cry this much for real. So that's just because you see me. But I don't know. It was just like really cool because like I don't know. Everyone was just really good about it, and I think we could do like a lot of writing with Key Club probably, or like do some like fundraising and stuff through Key Club. Because I mean we have so many people, and like a lot of us speak Spanish, and we could just do it, and it would be really good. So.
It would also be really nice. Like here we are having this amazing experience. We're so lucky, but I hope we can figure out a way to communicate this to the rest of the school community in a meaningful way. Like, hey, here are these awesome kids. We're not interested in helping them with some things. And like keeping that line of communication with what do they need, what do we have. All right, I saw Monica and Cameron and Connor. We'll go in that order.
No, just about the pen pal thing. This is currently I have Miss Shay for Spanish, and we currently do like a little pen pal thing. And it's like cool because we've also like learned about like the language too, and like we write to them in Spanish, and they like attempt to write to us in English, and it's really funny seeing like their attempt at English and what's going on with their lives. So it's really awesome.
That's cool. So there's already something established.
Yeah.
We started this thing at West. It's like a women's club or like girls group, and we are doing this thing.
No, that wasn't like that was like a.
Oh no!
We want that.
Yeah. And we are starting this thing. We're doing half self-defense and half kind of like misrepresentation. And we're gonna show like this video, and I think we're gonna try to spread it to East at some point, but we're gonna try it in West since we're a little smaller. And it's like it focuses on how like women are like portrayed in the media, and like how they're like really treated, like not only by like men but by like other women and that sort of thing. So that might like help get some like ideas started throughout the school community, not just our little group here. Yeah. So we could definitely like get some links. That.
Great idea. Connor.
I was just thinking if you guys are really interested in this type of work, a few weeks ago I decided to start leading a trip to Haiti in June, and I already got Mike on board for it. But it's you know, there are like 40% of the kids down there are orphans. You know, there are a lot of homeless people, a lot of hungry people. You know, still with the poor infrastructure down there. You know, there was, you know, an earthquake in early 2010, and very little repair has been done since because it's been basically all volunteer work. So if you're interested in that type of work, I mean, you could come see me for more information. I'm setting the cap off at 8 people just because I need to, you know, it's a short period of time, and this is the first time I'm doing something like this. And I need to be able to fundraise as much as I can. My fundraising goal is to fundraise all the flights, but the trip itself would cost $525. But, you know, a week in Haiti, I mean, it's not too bad. So if you're interested, you know, contact me. I have it all in text on the computer, and I can send it to you. So.
Yeah, wait, Connor, I really want to do that.
Yeah.
I think we've all realized we did 2 hours, and we feel amazing.
Sending letters and how they really like the pictures, what if they like sent them pictures? Like the pictures
Oh, what we
about-
had, yeah.
Yeah.
Sending them an album.
Looking at them. And
Yeah.
And like when we send like letters, like we should like put our pictures in it, you know, so they know who's like it is. You know, because I feel like they like would attach the face more.
That's a great idea because we took so many pictures today. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like Lauren and I were talking a little bit about it there, but there were like the 2 older girls there, and they really didn't like participate, and that was like I think that was a little bit difficult because I think they were definitely a little bit more guarded, as I know I
Which
would
is
be or
completely
anyone.
understandable.
And then that was just like kind of leading into the whole thing about the different shelter that they have for like the sexually abused women or whatever. And I feel like we should definitely try and do something do something with the children specifically, but then also with like the older girls because we can't really relate to them, but we can
The more your peers.
yeah, and maybe do something like that. And I know I have a closet full of clothes that I really don't need anymore, that don't fit me, that I don't know why I still have. Like stuff like that could go, or things like that. Like we don't even need really necessarily to like raise a lot of money or anything. Just the stuff that we have to, or like or simple things. So I don't know. But.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt. It is 8 o'clock now.
I'm sorry.
Should maybe
Wait, I have to get the earrings apart.